I feel that happiness of the employees deserves far greater attention in organizations than it is getting today. Not only does it affect productivity and performance, but it is important for each human being who is working as an employee in an organization. Unfortunately, this topic has suddenly assumed a lot of relevance and importance because of a tragic incident which took place in a corporate company in which an executive, a dynamic young executive, a brilliant executive, died, and it is alleged that this happened due to stress caused by overwork. Now, this may or may not be true is a matter of inquiry. What it does is it focuses on a very, very important issue that a lot of employees who are working today, in particular in the corporate sector, though it is happening across all sectors. It is there in government, it is there in academic circles, it is there in the medical profession, it is there everywhere. Overwork. We are trying to get the maximum out of our people. And in that process, not only are we overworking them, but this overwork is such and the working culture is such that it is creating a lot of stress. So a stressed person, is likely to be extremely unhappy. And today that is why I want to focus on the topic of happiness. Happiness is very important for employees. And in every organization, not only does the HR team have to be responsible for the happiness, but every management personnel or leader in that company, whether it is finance, sales, marketing, or whether in government or anywhere, he should be responsible for the happiness of his or her employees. And in particular, the chief executives or the top management anywhere has to be particularly very, very conscious of how happy people working in the organization are feeling. This is because the idea, as far as the corporate companies are concerned, is that our focus should not only be profits. We should focus also on the people. And focusing on the people does not mean doing away with profits. People, if they deliver more, will lead to more profits eventually. A happy company performs better. Therefore, looking at this incident, I think what is more important is today, what is the work-life balance which is there for every employee? When I talk of work-life balance, I don't say that one should not work. Many people think that work-life balance would mean a very easy life, hardly working 6 to 7 hours a day and enjoying having, trips outside for picnics, this, that and others, vacations, a lot of good time. That is not the idea. Work-life balance doesn't mean that. The important point is balance. Balance work as well as the personal life. Both are very, very important. You should have time for both. Work by itself doesn't kill anybody. Work is very ennobling. Work is like worship. In fact, work is a source of great entertainment, great joy. You enjoy working. So, and when you work, you don't even count time. You don't look at the watch if you're enjoying the work that you're doing. But if this work is the kind where it is of so much of pressure on you that it is causing a lot of stress. And a lot of stress in such a manner that all stress symptoms are visible. You're not able to sleep at nights. You're having enough time to eat your food. You're not eating food at the right time. You're going into things like smoking or having a lot of coffee or any such things or alcohol or, having no time for your family. The tensions brewing up in the family because you're not having any time for the family, not giving any time to yourself at all for any personal growth. Even your health is suffering every day. You're not able to exercise either physically or mentally or do any such thing, So if you're not able to do any such things, that means negative stress has set in. And when negative stress sets in, this is a cause of great unhappiness. So I think every organization today must be conscious of the fact that their employees must be happy. And this incident shows that. If employees are not happy, these kind of incidents will keep on increasing. And that is why today burnout is a word which is being used everywhere. People are talking about careers getting over at the age of 40. Why? 40, you should be full of energy, full of drive. There's so much more that you can give to the nation, to the society, to the organization. So I think a whole change in attitude is required. A whole change in thinking is required. And just like companies have, they look at the finance and accounts part by having internal audit, by having all kinds of things audited, all compliances and all. Now this happiness, ensuring happiness of the employees is also a necessary compliance that should also be there. I am all for happiness and audit should be there. Something like that. Regular survey should be there to see how happy the employees are. One-to-one discussions with the employee should be there to see if they're feeling unhappy about something. If they are, if there is some toxic work culture, you see, if this toxic work culture which is responsible for unhappiness, then that work culture needs to be changed. And this is a very, very important thing that has to be kept in mind by all the chief executives. So therefore, the important thing today, which this unfortunate incident has thrown up, is that we must make our employees happy, and this is the responsibility of each and every person who's sitting in the top management position in any organization. They must focus on this. It is not that we have to take the last pound of flesh from each and every person. We have to treat them as human beings. And if we treat them as human beings, then we'll be able to generate an atmosphere of happiness. Thank you.